Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Armello. And when last we left off, we did a match as Gore, the member of Clan Bear, who's closest in affinity to the wild parts of the lands. And using his spellcasting affinity with forests, we were able to get a quite comfortable victory, although it was a little close at times when some of the opponents got pretty close to defeating the king. That said, they were either defeated by the guards, other players, and we generally just mopped up any of the others that either survived or couldn't be stopped by any other means with our various spellcasting methods of destruction. It was quite an interesting sight to see Gore sitting in forests and blowing all the other heroes up whenever they got close to winning, but we had a pretty comfortable win at that point anyway, mainly through prestige. Let's go with a new game, shall we? And we're going to be playing this time as Magna the Unbroken. Magna is actually very similar in terms of stats to Thane. The difference between their stats is that Magna has even less spirit than Thane at 2, and more body at 6 as opposed to 5. This makes Magna's focus most certainly combat orientated. 2 spirit is not going to get you very far at the beginning unless you boost it with some quests, and 3 wits, much like Thane, means that you're not going to have the biggest card selection that you could possibly have. However, 5 fight and 6 body at the start is nasty to go against, and Shield Maiden I think is actually an even more offensively orientated ability than it appears to be. Shield cards burn in battle reflect your opponent's attacks, which means that every shield card you burn, that shield is a reflect dice, eroding your opponent's defenses in combat, or if they don't have any shields at the end of combat, allowing you to get that extra hit in. It makes Magna that much more of an immovable object, as opposed to Thane's ability, that's Mercurio there, not Thane, that will actually allow you to bypass your opponent's defenses and land hits. Thane's is much better for dealing that 1 or 2 points of damage that you desperately need to deal. For instance, on the fight with the king on the final day, when you just need to hold out against his attacks, and you need to land a single blow. That said though, that's Sargon there, not Magna, I keep clicking the wrong people there. That said though, Magna does have weaknesses much like Thane does. The 2 spirit is not great for spellcasting, and 3 wits means that Magna is going to fall foul to quite a few perils, especially early on, unless you improve her wit score. So, if you don't want to encounter Magna in combat, wear Magna down with spellcasting and perils, because it's unlikely she's going to get the spells or the cards in items to replenish her health fast enough. We're going to be using a fair bit of the standing stones to gain our health back. Let's have a look and see at our opponents. We have Thane, Sana, and Zosha. No, none of the new people there, so we're going to pick the Celestite ring here. The new ring is the Rubelite ring that gives +3 fight when you only have 1 health. For when you definitely want to obliterate an opponent, that's not a bad one to take, but we're unlikely to be at that situation. And now saying that, we're going to inevitably be in that situation all the time. So we're going to take the Celestite ring and ignore mountain movement penalties. Mainly because being able to use mountains as if they were normal terrain and take advantage of a defense bonus is pretty amazing. As for what of the amulets we're going to take, I think the best one that we could take, to be honest, Think is quite a good one with +1 wits. Feel, however, with +1 spirit is also really nice. But to be honest, I'm going to take Think here. +1 wits will counteract the penalty of not being able to have the right answer at any time, and we can always replenish our spirit later. There we go. And let's go! Let's once more defend Armello from the king! Let's start. I'm curious as to what kind of map we're going to get this time, and I'm not going to be so concerned about the placement of forests next to each other like I was with Gore. Once more, everything is going horribly wrong. You were warned of this by one of the many guards called Sam that works for the king, because indeed, all of the guards are called Sam. Good morning, sire. It's a fine winter's day, and you appear to have caught a cold. And the fatal rot. Commiserations, sir. I'll go tell Sam immediately that you need, some nice warm soup. What quest do we want to take? We definitely want to take this one. the Hero's Shield. In battle, +1 shield with reflect. You immediately get a reflect dice, and if we fail, we'll gain +1 spirit regardless. Let's go. Seems like a good thing to have. There is our quest objective, the middle of a swamp, and the only item we get is the Ranger's Cloak, which is not the best thing in the world. Evade and stealth in forests day and night. I don't really want evade. And false orders and cursed lands. We might as well use the cursed lands somewhere. +1 to peril difficulty. We can't actually cast it that far because our spirit stat is kind of low. We could go 1, 2, 3, which is probably what we'll do. Going this way is, it's also possible. We could go into that dungeon, Bane's Deep, because we're going to end up there by night anyway. We go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that, shall we? By moving 1 here, we can then place this Cursed Land Peril here. There we go. Well, rather we improve the difficulty of the peril, and now we're going to risk a dungeon. Knowing my luck, it's going to be a Bane, isn't it? Let's see. Ooh, more magic. Completely worthless to me, but hey, it's not so bad. Also, there's another reason why I'm keeping these 2 cards here. They are shield cards, which means we're more likely to get the reflect bonus off of them. Let's go. Ah, +1 rot immediately for equipping the poisoned dagger. We're going to have to be very careful of Zosha. That poison dagger is going to be nasty. Hello, Thane. Heavy plate armor. Well, we know which direction you're going. That way, but not very fast. You're going to be a monster to fight, though. And Sana is equipping a torch, which means that, yep, you're probably going to go into there. And a Bane immediately. Wow. No luck for you, Sana. At least you're best equipped to deal with this. That's a lot of stats. Yep, also you have the aquamarine ring. Not bad. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was not good at all. I don't think you're going to be going that way anymore, that's for sure. In fact, you're going to be backing up. Over there. Are you going to be trying to fight that Bane? Nope, you're going to go to this dungeon instead and summon a second one. Ooh, a treasure. You didn't equip it though, so I'm curious as to what it is. But night falls, and as is normal for this, I do believe well, that's going to be a combat, isn't it? Yep, that is. The Bane is out for blood, and this time you're on the back foot, Sana. Also, you do get a moon immediately, which is one attack dice. Not bad. That may not work for very long if you do not... oh, well, that is 1 victory. I was about to say that wouldn't work for long if you actually got rot from losing here. There we go. 1 victory. And that makes you Prestige Leader. That's not good. However, here is a Bane. Don't go where I want you to go? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to ignore you. What do we want to do? We want to go and get another item. I think an actual item is most useful here. Ooh, that is a good item. We're going to equip that. +1 sword and +1 dice. Very nice. Now, we're going to be able to get that settlement before the Bane gets there. So, let's go and get it, shall we? We'll move 1 here. Move here and get Blueberry Town. We are here to claim this town. By the way, ignore the Bane in the swamp. No? You don't want to ignore it? Ah, well, I'll ignore it. -1 health. In the middle of the grasses of Greyland Bog sits a blind goat. I offer 2 things, a riddle or a blessing. We are not going to be able to complete that at all. We're just going to ask for the blessing. We do not want the riddle. 20% chance, don't like my chances. At all. The goat nods. Caution is wisdom, my friend. He leans forward and whispers into your ear. You feel your strength renewed. +1 magic is always nice. Now let's see what our quest is. We can't see at all what Zosha's doing because Zosha has stealth all the time. Ooh, the poppet. Ooh, that's almost worth getting. But... Actually, yes. Let's go for the poppet, shall we? I'm sure we can get an item that will remove our rot at some point. Or a spell. We do have more spellcasting capability now, so we could go for that. Wow, suddenly combat. That is not good. Did you really want to go after the King's Guard here? Or did you desperately want to get to that location because of the fact that that's where your quest is? I don't think you're going to get there, mind you. Then again, you might. Yeah, I think that's driven away that guard. Yep, -2 compared to -1. I hope that was worth it. I don't know why you went... Oh, and another combat. Thane is most certainly going to be getting some experience here. And by experience, I mean prestige, because, yeah, this is not going to go well for you at all. Not even slightly. Yeah, that's 4 defense dice and 3 offensive dice before he's even begun to obliterate you. And there was nothing left of Sana. Not even slightly. I think we have a new prestige leader, and it's Thane. Well, actually, apparently it's me. Why is it me? That's a little curious. Oh, is that because I was at 1 prestige first? Yeah, I think that's because I was at 1 prestige first. Discard our whole hand? Yeah. You know what? That seems fine. I don't need any of these cards right now. I'd rather get some new cards and get a chance of getting a rot-removing item. Because if I'm to get the Poppet, that's really going to be useful. There you go, you stand there, that's fine. You stand there, that's also fine. And you're going to go there, also fine. Which way do I want to go round? Well, I'm not going to be getting very far if I go that way round. Let's get some of these. That's not great. An item? Also not that great. Another spell. And I think another item. A Sailor's Lantern is actually pretty good. Gaining Scout will be really useful. It allows us to see all of the perils and what they are. For instance, this is Moonbite. We could go around here. Around is actually not a bad thing to do. We could go 1, 2, 3, or we could... Well, going this way is a bad idea. It's actually worse than going the other way, so we're going to go round. We could go that way, but that would involve fighting Thane, and we don't want to fight Thane right now. 1, 2, 3 will get us quite safely there. Then again, he has quite a few nice offensive items, I think. Zosha has that, Thane has the armor, and Sana has tons of stuff. The Royal Pardon, immunity. So she's never going to get a bounty as long as she has that item. We could go that way. We're not going to be able to get to the location of our quest either way. Let's go this way, shall we? And try our luck here. Ah, gold. That's not so bad. What about going this way? If we go there, we're going 1, 2, 3. We'll also be not in the way of Thane. But we're going to go here anyway. Why not? We could put this here. Does make it that little bit more difficult for them to... we actually can't put that there because we don't have the magic. That's basically going to be burnt in combat. We're now going to have to hope that Thane is not going to want to come through our square. That is a lot of trickery cards, Zosha. And that is a swamp. You're heading over to that Bane, aren't you? No, you're going into that Peril. That could end up really bad for you if you fail. In fact, that will just kill you if you fail. And unfortunately for you, you failed. Thanks for clearing that for me, Zosha. It was in the way of my general starting area of the map. Now, if you'll kindly not walk into me, that's great. That was what I was hoping. You being Prestige Leader, however, not what I was hoping. Also, that was your entire move because you have the heavy plate. You're going over there. Any more Banes? No, magic that you can't use, or won't use. And that's it. It is now night. I think he'll be calling for Sam to get him that soup now. A Peril there. A Bane terrorizing that place that was once ours, and is now nobody's. And another Bane! Where are you going to go? Ah, you're going to go over there. What do we want? We want another item, I think. Leather armor. Pretty nice. You know what? We'll get that. Excellent. So we get one shield in perils and also in battle. And that is where Zosha is trying to get to. We want to end our turn, I do believe. 1, 2, 3. We could end it here. It's actually quite good if we go and get that settlement there. Seems like a good idea. 1, 2, and then 3. We could now place this wall of thorns. In fact, it's a really good idea to do so, just to stop Thane from trying to get us. We don't want Thane to cause any problems for us, so we also don't want to cast that just yet. There we go. It's Zosha's turn, and we've no idea where Zosha is. Was there a spirit stone place somewhere? No, there wasn't. Either that or somebody's already took it. I don't think they did. I don't think they did. Ah, Thane, are you going to fight that Bane? Yes, yes you are. You're actually probably going to do quite well, because, you have 3 defensive dice. Yeah, that's a lot of nasty stuff. I think I'm going to have to deal with Thane here. Whoa! Thane is angry at all those times that he lost in my other matches. Thane means business this time. Wow. No chance. That is 2 prestige. 1 for clearing the town, and 1 for defeating the Bane. Ouch. That's not good. We're gonna have to be very, very careful. It's Sana's turn. We can't see her yet, but we will. There we go. More. Wow, that's a lot of magic. Gotta watch out for that. I think we're being followed. Don't look behind you, Magna. It is dawn. The king is not feeling that well. And also, we are no longer prestige leader at all. Ah, no battles between heroes is allowed. That's fine, I wasn't planning on fighting any heroes anyway. You're going to move. You're going to go fight that Bane. That could go well for you. I'm sort of imagining it won't, Sam. But I wish you luck. You're probably going to need it. Let's see. And the dice are rolled! Haven't seen much of the reflect mechanic yet, mainly because I haven't gotten to a single combat yet. Also, you certainly won that fight, Sam. Well done! They will sing tales of that legendary combat, but you will be fighting that person next turn. You're going to move, excellent, which means I can go to my quest objective. I could go there anyway, but I'll get the town. Actually, do I really want that town? I want another spell. Let's see. That's okay. And moon juice. It might be useful. We could go that way. We should go that way, if only so that we don't walk through another swamp. There we go. Excellent. This one is the Mother's Maze. Fair enough. And this one is the Tricking Paths. We'll have to remember that for when we, if we ever have to go into them. For now, we're going to have to deal with this peril, which is a pickpockets. We can get none of those cards there, so we're probably going to lose a gold coin to the king. We have a gold coin, though. We'll give it a go, however. Let's see. We do get 1 shield, though, from the leather armor, which is pretty good. We just need 2 suns. Good luck. That is not a sun. Oh, wow! That were 2 suns. Excellent. We won! -1 prestige or the poppet. Oh, dear. Do I want rot, or do I want a nasty, nasty item of destruction? The massive boar invites you to his prized mead hall. I'll stop the insults if you can prove you have the strength to lead. What'll it be? Challenge the fool to a mead-drinking contest. Do we want that poppet? It would be nice as opposed to the Sailor's Lantern. Let's go for it! If we're already behind in prestige, it's not going to hurt. Oh. You make it through 2 mugs of the sweet wine, but lack the fortune to continue. Give me one more, you yell before passing out. We lose 1 prestige, but gain 1 prestige. Sasha is there. We really did not do that well there, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. We could spend a gold to place down this. I think we shall. 1 gold so that we could play this, actually. That's a better card to play. Bloodthirst. Let's see what you do, Zasha. Will you fight us? Yes, yes you will. Now we get to see some combat. And we don't have any shield dice, but that's okay. We do, however, have a nice amount of things to do. We could burn this. It's a good idea to burn it just to get that dice. We have more health than Zasha, which is pretty good. Let's see what we get. We get a lot of offensive orientated dice. Excellent. Please stop rolling dice. There we go. 1. And you have been obliterated with a shield of clouting. Kapow. Or we could just punch you. Yeah, that works too. Let's see what our quest is. There's another chance to get the poppet here. Or a squire, or a spirit stone. Do you know what? Let's go for the squire. Let's go get that fighting ability, shall we? And we have to backtrack to do it. Meanwhile, Thane is just going to obliterate everything in his path. That's kind of worrying. The fact that Thane is doing so well... Yeah, I think Thane might run away with this one. And I was saying that Thane wasn't as offensively minded as Magna. That heavy plate has been a fantastic investment. Look at all of those attack dice that are just going to do nothing. Wow. Who can stop Thane? No one can stop Thane. Thane is unstoppable. But maybe that Bane can stop Thane. Maybe. He is now on the defensive. And he's lost 1 point of health. If we're lucky, he might take 2 hits here. Oh wait, he still has 3 cards. He's not using any of them, though. Let's see what he gets. That's a lot of dice. That is a lot of dice, and I think that's a deflect dice. 1 more dead Bane. Wow. Yep, Thane wants a victory, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop him. He's running rampant. Sana, can you stop him? No, you seem intent on following us. No, you're going to go to your quest objective. That's what you're going to do. What do you get? +1 wits. And then you're going to keep following us. Fair enough. Night has fallen. The king has heard of Thane's bloodlust and is afraid. Another peril? Ah, there's a spirit stone. And there's a bane. Because you can't have spirit stones without banes. And I do believe that's it. We want some, a spell here. That's not what we wanted. Trickery card? No, I think we want an item here. The oak spear's pretty good. In battle, +1 sword. When defending, gain an additional +1 sword. And another spell, maybe? No, we want another item. Bubble tea. +1 prestige until the end of next turn. That's oddly specific. We fortunately can just walk straight through these mountains to get to that village, and then we can move on to our quest objective, which is all the way over here. This does mean at some point we're going to have to fight Thane. That's not so good. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to have to see what we can do about Thane. He's 4 prestige ahead of us. That's a lot of prestige. Maybe I should have not tried to get the poppet, but it was a risk worth taking. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Hey, maybe at some point I'll get into a combat with some shield cards, and then I'll be able to show off the deflect mechanic. Maybe. Just maybe. Later.